Tonight's professional match is between Rob McKenna of Wales and Ross McInnes from Scotland.
This should be a brilliant match, John. You've got two ex-world champions. Well, Ross is still the current world champion of the EU KPF, and Rob McKenna from Wales, who is the twice Embassy world champion. You've actually got two world champions competing against one another.
There'll be a lot of fireworks on these tables tonight, Gary. This won't take long.
It certainly is. Just to let you know that this is the first to 8 frames. The first player to get 8 frames will go into the next round, which is the semi-final of the professional ranking event. And Rob McKenna has broken there, and this is Ross McInnes from Scotland in the yellow shirt, playing whatever he decides to pick. He could pick red balls or he could pick yellow balls.
You've got the Flying Scotsman against the Welsh Wizard.
Should be in for a blistering potting match here, John.
I would have thought so. Am I right in saying that Ross currently holds the World Speed Pill title as well?
No.
Does not?
No, Rob actually holds that. I think Rob holds the world record for speed for 31.9 seconds. Just to give you some idea what that actually is, that's potting all the balls and the black ball last in 31.9 seconds, taking them in any order you can. And just to sort of give you a clue, anybody that does that in less than a minute has created a very, very, very fast time. But to get just sort of under 32 seconds is a major.
Oh, yeah. I think he went round the table with roller skates on.
He did, yes. Okay, Rob is coming to the table playing yellow balls.
He's actually changed his cue now. He's playing with his normal cue. The cue he uses to break is what's called the break-off cue, which is slightly, the tip is slightly bigger and the cue is slightly heavier. Because Rob hits the ball so hard, he doesn't want to damage the tip or the ferrule on his natural playing cue.
That's right. He's played a nice shot there with a touch of right-hand side. He's now got a yellow ball into the centre right-hand pocket as we look. It looks as though Rob's going to sort of run this through and disturb the yellow, which he's done perfectly. It wasn't really potable before, but Rob's now made it potable, and that ball now goes into the right-hand centre pocket. Rob's attempting to clear the table up in one visit to the table, and he's done that many times now. And if he gets his way, he'll do it this time.
This is a bread and butter finish for Rob McKenna.
Yeah, I think what you'll see him do now is take these 3 yellow balls out and pop the black into the pocket that I think that yellow ball's just gone into. He's going to drop the one into the right-hand centre pocket.
And screw the cue ball down the table and put the black in the bottom right-hand corner.
This is to go 1-0 up from Rob McKenna. He's got it.
Good shot. That's how quick these players can play.
Yeah, these boys have played together many times. There's not much between them, as you can imagine. 2 world champions going out head-to-head. There's not much between them at all, and this could be a very close encounter. What Ross or Rob has to do is keep with the other player. That one does not have to steal a march on the other player. If one gets ahead, it'll be very hard for the other one to catch up. So they must keep both players must keep in contact with each other throughout this match.
You see Ross, as per the same tactics, smash the balls, hope that one goes, one of each, a yellow or a red. So he has to choose which set he wants. I think he's going yellow. Well, I'll be very surprised if he doesn't go yellow balls from now.
Ross has chosen yellow balls. The reason he's done that is because there's 2 or 3 red balls which have gone in very difficult potting positions, and the yellow balls seem easier to pot. And Ross is just showing her how to do that at the moment. He's just going to screw this one back.
And this looks like 1 each, Gary.
It certainly does. I can't see Ross missing from here. All he's got to do now is just basically work out which way he's going to take the yellow balls. There's a couple of options. He's actually chosen to pop the one into the left-hand centre pocket, and now the yellow ball now that he's lining up into the top left-hand corner pocket. And just all he wants to do now is get good position onto the black ball, which he's done. And now the black should go into the bottom right-hand corner pocket, and that's 1-1.
That's the first dish of the night. And I think we're going to see a lot more of those with these 2 characters. Nothing is safe on the table when these two boys are around.
They don't hang about. The Flying Scotsman, he does like to have a go at the balls, John.
We call knocking them in off the lampshades, I think, Gary.
Although this is the first 8, and under normal circumstances, this might take a little bit longer than expected, but these two, it could be over in 5 minutes.
It's one frame all. Rob McKenna to break for Wales.
Rob is slightly unfortunate there. He's given the pack a good solid hammering, but the white ball's found its way into the pocket, which means Ross has got one shot and one visit. Under these circumstances, when you've got a little bit of a cluster on the table, your first shot really is to unblock that cluster, make all the balls possible, and then choose the set, which is easier to pot. In this case, it's yellows again with Ross, and it looks as though he's got all the yellows in a potable position and will try and finish the match, finish this particular frame off in his only visit to the table, which he indeed hopes is this one.
Yeah. This finish is not quite as straightforward as the other one.
But he's making it look so, John.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, these are not easy.
This is the most hardest ball Ross has got to play, but he's negotiated it very well. He just put the yellow into the corner pocket and the black ball in the other corner pocket.
And it's thank you very much, business as usual.
It's 2-1.
2-1 to Ross. It's that quick.
Don't blink or you'll miss it. Don't put on the kettle, you'll miss about 5 frames. Stick with it, it's not going to be on for too long.
Ross to break, and if one goes in, he could stretch the lead to 3-1.
They seem to be potting the balls just as fast as the referee can rack them up, John.
Yeah. Ross is down on the shot already. Oh, there's a lot of zip in that cue ball.
If Ross can sort of get onto a ball after he's potted the set he chooses, then I think he could actually go game again, John, and then another frame will be over in lightning quick time.
He's looking at this plant into the centre pocket.
He's got it.
Oh, poetry in motion.
That particular shot has just opened up this frame for McInnes, and if he plays like it has done in his previous few frames, these are just meat and drink for him.
I think he's got a slight kick there, Gary.
Yeah, there's a bit unfortunate there, but the good thing about that shot is he has covered the pocket where Rob has 2 yellows situated just above the red, which makes it very difficult for him to pot. So what Rob's going to have to do if he wants another go at this table is to move and disturb those 2 yellows as quick as he possibly can. And I think what he's trying to do here is cover the red.
He's laying the snooker.
He's got the snooker. That's a good shot from Rob.
Nice weight.
Now the onus is swung back to Rob McKenna. If Ross doesn't get out of this snooker, which he hasn't done, it then gives Rob back the initiative. And if he can get rid of Ross's red over that bottom left-hand corner pocket, then Mr. McKenna then becomes the frame's favourite.
I think that's the shot he's got to play. He's got to play the plan, the 2 yellows together, and pop the red over the corner, leaving the second yellow over the hole. He's just looking at the shot now, trying to work it out where he's going to leave the cue ball after he's played the shot.
Rob also had a look at the yellow, which is nearest the red, up in the right-hand corner.
A bit unfortunate there by potting the yellow. I think he preferred that one to stay.
I think Rob's created an angle now to perhaps disturb the remaining yellow up by the right-hand corner pocket, so I'm not quite sure he thinks if it goes.
Oh, what a lovely shot.
That's a great shot. It now goes into the right-hand corner pocket. So all Rob's got to do now is remain in position as long as he pots the balls, and then he will win the frame.
It'll be all square, 2 each. Nicely poised. This would be a good final, Gary.
This would be an excellent final, John. That's
nice
a
shot.
Very, very good shot.
The pace he hit that, it was very difficult.
It's difficult enough trying to pot a ball up a rail, John, but that one at pace was excellent. And that one too.
That just flew in.
He's making this game look ridiculously easy at the moment.
Pop the yellow and put the black in the same pocket as well.
Yep.
They're making it look so simple.
There you go.
Rob actually owns his own pool club, the Pool and Swim Club in Cardiff, so he's got lots and lots of time to practice. Ross is very active on the exhibition scene. He does lots and lots of exhibitions all down the country, but basically all over Europe, and he's very well known, very well respected on the professional scene as well. He's actually chairman of the 3 Professional Pool Players Association. Is that right, Gary?
It is indeed, John. Yes, a position he took over for 2 years, and he's been extremely successful. Once he took over, he's done wonders for the organisation, and the professionals that you're seeing on view tonight are all members of the Professional Pool Players organisation in England. It's the only professional organisation recognised by the European Sports Council.
And Rob has been unfortunate to send the white in there, give the advantage back over to Ross. I think he needs to go yellow on this frame.
Yeah, as long as that yellow by the red ball nearest the right-hand top corner pocket goes, then Ross is an enormous favourite to win this frame.
Yeah, yep. He'll go yellow.
He's chosen yellows. I think he will try to get on that ball reasonably quickly. I think what you'll find here is going to pop the yellow into the top right-hand corner pocket and get over onto the one nearest the rail.
He's elected to go for the centre one. Didn't quite have the angle, I think, Gary. I think he's running out of position slightly on these.
Yeah, he's got to be careful, John.
But when you can pot him like Ross McInnes, it doesn't matter where you leave the cue ball, Gary.
I think he'll have to take it now. The shot I was trying to describe a couple of moments ago he's taking now. Potting that yellow ball and getting on this one. This is the one he needs to get.
Straight in.
And now what he'll do is probably leave the yellow ball, which is nearest the top left-hand corner pocket, till last. So he can basically pop the black into the pocket that yellow has just dropped into.
Nice little screw shot, stun the cue ball out.
He's missed it. That's unbelievable.
You wouldn't put money on him missing that, would you?
Players of these calibre do not miss shots like that. Something must have gone wrong. If it didn't, Ross will probably tell you that it did.
I think Rob needs to lay a snooker somewhere. Just work out where he can actually play a snooker to free the yellow over the bottom right-hand pocket, or the top right-hand pocket, sorry.
Rob's got to be very, very accurate with his white ball placement here, because if he lets Ross see a little bit of that yellow and he can pot it, I think what he might be doing is either trying to cover the pocket or play the skill shot, John. That's a great shot.
Cushion first, into the ball, into the hole. Very hard shot to do. Now they're all sitting there now. He's going to try and run out from here.
Now that's one of McKenna's biggest assets.
Oh, he's rattled it.
He's not afraid. He has no fear of any particular shot, no matter how hard it is on the table. McKenna will attempt them.
Ross is going to cut this into the corner pocket and send the white down the table for the black into the centre.
Excellent pot there by Ross. And he's on the black ball now into the right-hand centre pocket.
And he's knocked it in. 3-1 to Ross. And the Flying Scotsman is flying.
He's finding his wings, John.
As soon as tonight's referee, which is Jackie Humphries from Northern Ireland, racks the balls, Ross will be down on the shot straight away. And here we go again for frame 5. Smash! Nothing gone. Open table.
This won't take long to finish, I'm sure. Whatever McKenna chooses, I don't think this will take long at all. Rob's chosen yellow balls.
And they're all there.
They are indeed.
All those apples are on the tree waiting to be picked off.
The most difficult yellow that Rob has got is one which is situated on the right-hand cushion, just below the middle pocket. That's probably the hardest yellow that he has. As long as that one goes in and remains in position, it'll be a frame to Rob, and I'm sure Rob will take these out no matter what anyway.
He's going to play the run through. Trickle it through, yeah. He's pinched a bit of the pocket there to leave himself a nice angle on the yellow into the centre. He's taking the yellow into the top
Yeah, and he's going to play the one on the rail next, I think.
Oh, that wiped its feet before it dropped in going.
It's there, though. I mean, Rob's got a yellow into the bottom right-hand corner pocket, which he'll run through with the cue ball. That's a good shot.
Nice shot.
Now, as long as this yellow goes into the left-hand centre pocket, he'll be on the black ball, and the frame should be secured for Rob McKenna.
That's a lovely shot. Perfect weight.
Let's
Perfect cue, actually.
Let's see how he copes with this.
Shelling peas.
No danger. Absolute no danger from McKenna. He brings the score back to 3-2.
Yeah. It was important that Rob took that frame, because if Ross had gone 4-1 up, it would have been quite difficult for Rob to get back into this match.
The Flying Scotsman would have been hard to catch, John.
There's still some wizardry left in Rob McKenna. He's changed to his break-off cue.
It's a breathtaking game, John. At 3-2, we've hardly had any mistakes, and everything's got in the holes from these guys. They're an excellent, excellent demonstration of pull tonight.
This is an exhibition match.
A massive crash of the break there from McKenna. Unfortunately, not a thing went down, so the initiative goes to Ross McInnes.
I think he'd go yellow from here.
He has the choice of what to go, and I think, yes, he's called yellow balls.
And they're all there again.
They're all there again. This could be over in a blink of an eye.
For the benefit for the people at home, you're watching here pool at its highest standard. You won't see anything better than this. Doesn't matter where you go in the world.
When you've got two world champions going at it, you expect pool of this nature. Commentators curse, John. As soon as we say that, Ross misses his first pot.
Yep.
Not a difficult pot either. I think Ross was just trying to make that Scotsman bit of him go a bit quicker. If he'd have slowed down, I'm sure he would have made the pot. What he has done is given Rob McKenna back the initiative, but it's still a hard frame from Rob to win, because he's got three reds situated all together in not possible positions. So what he'll try and do is do what he's done there, bring one out into the open and put Ross in a snooker.
He's put him in a little bit of trouble. I think I can actually get through that gap. He's playing a swerve shot. Cue in the air, swerve round. And he's done it nice.
Very, very well controlled there, John, because
yeah,
the white could have gone in off. I think he put just enough side on for it to check off the cushion and bring the cue ball away from the pocket rather than going towards it.
Although Robbie's laying the snook, he's actually pushing the reds further and further onto the cushion, which makes it intensely more difficult. But Ross should accomplish this snook. He doesn't need an out his head to find his way out to this one.
What Ross has done there is given Rob two shots, and what Rob will do is disturb these three very, very difficult reds, which he's done there in one visit, which is an excellent shot. And now all of Rob's red balls are potable, and I think what you'll see here is Mr. McKenna take this frame away, and I think he'll make it 3-3, John. What do you think?
Well, it's certainly there for the taking, and in 3-3 we've got a great match, if we didn't already have one. Nothing to choose between these two lads. As we called earlier, it's on the night. Nice control of the cue ball.
The pocket that Rob would normally pop this red into is covered by the black partially, so he's going to just have a look, which he's just done there now, just to make sure if it does or doesn't go. So if it doesn't go, he's got to find a different pocket for it.
Screw back down.
That's a very, very well controlled shot. Looks like it's going to be 3-3, John.
This is amazing. This is absolutely fantastic. Nothing to choose between these two guys. You see how he crashes these balls. No danger. Nice tight rack. And away we go for frame 8. Bang.
Have we had 7 frames already, John?
It's lightning.
This is incredible stuff.
7 frames in roughly 15 minutes.
No time at all.
I think it's taking the referee longer to rack the balls up than it is for him to knock them in, Gary.
It is, yeah. The balls have become spread open again in this frame. There's only one slight difficulty. There's a red and a yellow ball which are situated just to the bottom right hand of the of the black spot. And at some stage, Rob will have to try and move that red, which I think he could possibly do now. If he can get through to the red, which is nearest the bottom right hand corner pocket, he could screw back out and move the red. But that's entirely up to Rob. He'll go his own way. He's his own man. If he could possibly move it from this, you think he might be doing it.
That's a great shot.
He's done it, yeah.
That is a lovely textbook shot.
Fantastic cue ball control there from the ex-Embassy World Champion.
There's only a small amount of players in the world, Gary, that could have played that shot. And again, lovely cue ball control. His big favourite.
Yep. Rob has 4 reds remaining, all depending on what order he picks them out. I'm sure he'll get them. Very well controlled again, shot there by McKenna. He's got to put this red ball in the top right hand corner pocket, and the white ball will come back down.
Oh, he's missed it. Would you believe that? I think the robot short circuit there, Gary.
The robot short circuit, yeah, good call, John. Now, what Ross has got to do is take the initiative back. He can't
go again.
He cannot let. I don't believe this.
He tried to put it off the yellow.
Yeah, that's 2 mistakes in a row by both players. Very, very uncharacteristic. You won't see that too often, I'm telling you.
I can guarantee you that one.
Rob's actually got to try and pop this red, I think.
You just like to nestle on the ball, leave it there. It's not left Ross a lot.
Well, if Ross can actually play the yellow that he's looking at now off the yellow into the middle pocket and remain on the other yellow, which is nearest the cue ball at the moment, into the other top left-hand corner pocket, Ross has got a very, very good chance of going game here. He's got to get the first one, of course, which he's not got.
But he's a bit fortunate there.
He's managed to snooker Rob on the red, which is nearest the top right-hand corner pocket.
I think Lady Luck was shining on Ross there.
So the only ball that Rob can see at the moment is his other red, which is on the side cushion. And it doesn't appear at first glance as though he can do too much, but he's a wizard at manufacturing shots, so look out for something that's going to be great.
Call in all pockets.
Call in all pockets. I think he's going to try and skim off of it and pop the other red with the white ball, which he did actually try there, but he just didn't get the angle correct. But that's the shot he attempted, to skim off the red ball, which was on the cushion, leave it pottable at the same time, take the white ball up to the red ball, which was over the pocket, pot the red, remain in position for his other red. This all sounds very complicated, but believe me, this is what the shot that the guy was trying, and then pot the black ball. But Ross is back to the table, and unfortunately Ross has missed, but he's come out
shining.
He's come out with a snooker, John.
Ross has always got a story. He'll tell you and he'll argue that he played that one. That's a lovely shot. Like the snooker well.
Excellent shot by McKenna, John, yeah.
Yeah, again by Rob hitting that ball. He's not left Ross a lot. No, Ross is in a bit of difficulty by the time he's taken to think about this shot. He normally just gets down, automatic pilot, and away you go. He's played it well. And careful he's not left this touching.
Well, he's left Rob no shot again now. I think he's actually just been a touch fortunate there, John, and he's landed virtually on the red ball, leaving Rob McKenna hardly any shot at all. But he's going to think about it and try and manufacture another beauty.
This frame's the longest frame that we've seen.
Yeah, and it's only been going a few minutes.
What's going to be cooking there?
Ross is, if you can't get a picture of Ross at the moment, but he's laughing. He's laughing because he knows he's got Rob stymied.
He's in all types of trouble.
He knows he's been a bit fortunate.
He's a character, our Ross.
I think Ross needs all the luck he can get at the moment because he's trailing by the 1 frame. Rob at the moment leaves 4 frames to 3. It is the first to 8. The first to 8 frames will go through to the semi-final.
What have we got here? What's going to happen here? Oh, he's careful the black didn't go.
What Rob was attempting there was the double, the red onto the right-hand side rail and back across to the left-hand centre pocket. It looked at one stage as though he made contact with the black ball, John, and it could have actually sailed into the top left-hand corner pocket, but he was quite fortunate. And now it's Ross's turn to see what he can do.
They're not straightforward. There's a number of ways that you can actually execute these balls. You're going to pot this yellow and go into the cluster there, I think, Gary. Yeah.
Fortunately for Ross, a yellow ball has gone over the bottom left-hand corner pocket, which makes it easier for his next shot. And he's played the plants very well indeed.
Played it well.
I think you'll see him play the one on the bottom cushion, the one he's attempting right now, which he's got. The only half difficult ball that Ross has got is the yellow ball, which is situated on the right-hand cushion.
He'll take this now.
He might take this one now. He might just plop the red yellow into the middle. He's taking the more difficult yellow.
That's a nice shot.
It's a good shot. I think one of the shots that Ross has got on his armoury is excellent rail player. He's probably the best pool player I've ever seen taking balls down a cushion. The guy just doesn't seem to miss them. He's absolutely fantastic at that particular shot.
The ball seems to be glued to the side of the cushion as they go down.
Yep. So all Ross has got now is a yellow ball over the bottom left-hand corner pocket. He's going to screw the white ball back up for the black ball.
Nice shot.
In the top left-hand corner pocket. And if he negotiates this...
I think the Flying Scotsman's back on track. There you go.
It's all square, John. It's Ross 4, Rob 4.
Blow for blow, point for point. And it's Rob McKenna to break.
John, I've just had a little bit of experiment there. I timed the referee to see how long he took the set of balls up, and Rob McKenna's world speed ball record is quicker.
Actually, it took the referee longer to knock the balls in than it takes Rob McKenna to knock all 15 in on the black. Sorry, all the reds and yellows on the black.
Correct.
Amazing.
Quite an open break there. Unfortunately for... well, Rob's chosen yellows.
They're all there again. This isn't going to take too long.
It seems to have one tricky yellow, which is the one directly beneath the black ball. If he can move that or get on it, then the frame's his. That's what he's looking at now. That's his only tricky yellow that he's got on the table. But he's just working a way out to get onto it. Now he's had a look, so I can only see that the yellow ball goes into the middle. We can't actually see through the camera angle that we have, but Rob actually thinks this goes, so let's see if he's right.
Oh, it's just caught the knuckle. Unlucky.
It was tight, John. It was a tight shot. He had to be 100% accurate there, and he was only playing the yellow ball into, I think, a half a pocket.
Yeah. Now Ross will try to play the red and move the yellow out of the way and put the red at the same time, which he has done.
Excellent shot.
And he's also put the yellow safe, which is another plus shot.
Now Ross is a big favourite to take this frame.
Yep. Ross will now play the red ball into the corner. Just checking on the shot.
Yeah, it's just working out which way he's going to take these red balls. I can't actually see Ross missing here.
He's chose to take the red to the centre. He's changed his mind.
He's made it slightly difficult for himself there. I don't think he quite needed to do that, but nevertheless, he's not a world champion for nothing.
Oh, and he's jawed it. The shot was made difficult by the white ball coming to rest on the side rail.
Very unlucky there from McInnes. What he has done is left Rob on. And
he's going to lay a snooker.
Well, Rob is trying to get on that ball, which is nearest the bottom left-hand corner pocket. Unfortunately, he's just ran the white ball through a bit too much. So he's got a choice. He can have a thin cut, which is attempting, or play the snooker. But no, Rob will attempt the thin cut,
Send
which
the
he's
white
got.
round the office into the black.
Now,
what can you do here?
as long as this yellow goes into the top right-hand corner pocket, you can actually disturb the remaining yellow, which he's done beautifully. Unfortunately, he's not made it fantastically easy.
He might play the skill shot, Gary.
He could do indeed, yeah. Which, by that, what we actually mean there is playing the yellow ball onto the red ball and potting both into the same pocket. Watch out for this if this goes. No, he's not got it. It was a very, very difficult shot.
Yeah.
But that's McKenna's game. He does attempt the unattemptable.
It was straightforward bread and butter. A, B, C, red into the centre, black into the corner, 5-4 to Ross.
This to go 5-4.
Yep, there you go. 5-4 to the Flying Scotsman. Actually amazed by how many people are actually watching this. There must be 200 people in the arena, Gary, watching this tonight.
There must be, John. Although the stand tiering that we've got that's been specially built for this particular event, which is virtually full, and there's two to the side which is virtually full, and the people that can't get seats and all the other tables, they're all watching, John. So forget the people that are just watching on the seating. There's a double that amount watching outside, and they're all cheering for their favourite players.
Very close call this now, 5-4.
Rob's chosen red balls. It's a good shot. He's got onto the two perhaps difficult reds. He's going to take one into the middle pocket and free the other red up at the same time. And after that, he really has only got one half difficult red, which is the red that he's played for immediately, I think, if it passes down to the bottom left-hand corner pocket as we look.
If this goes, it's game on.
Yep. That's a
drop. Yeah.
It's a cracker, John, that.
Big pot. Big shot that was. These should be all over. These should be in the rack.
He's just off centre the wrong side here, McKenna, so he might have to do a bit of work with the cue ball. He's had to play that with a lot of power, but he's remained in position now, excellently controlled there.
I mean, the white ball just come to stop, and he's down on the shot right away.
Again, John, all he's got to do now is work out which way he's going to go, and the frame should be Rob McKenna's.
This is very difficult. It's not as straightforward and as easy as this looks with the angle he's got on the cue ball.
Pinched a bit of the pocket there, John.
Pinched it. I think he's going to pop the red into the corner and the black in the same pocket where the red goes.
Great shot.
Great shot. Lovely cue ball control off the side pushing.
So it looks like Rob's going to even it up. It's going to be
5-all. Who's your money on, Gary?
I haven't got any at this moment, John. I've not been paid some. It's 5-all here at the Victoria Stadium in Gibraltar. Rob McKenna 5, Ross McInnes 5. Remember, this is the first to 8, so effectively now it's the best of 5.
As soon as the balls are made in the triangle, Rob McKenna will smash these everywhere. Call in all pockets.
A red's gone there for Rob.
It's not got a straightforward pot. Or a first shot, as we like to call it. And he's going to lay a snooker.
Yeah, he's going to come off the back cushion and up behind the red, which he's done very, very well. He put Ross in a snooker. The situation here is Ross has virtually got a pot of ball from the snooker, because if he doesn't, odds on he's going to leave Rob on a shot. And if Rob can get in amongst the red balls, then Rob's going to be favourite.
Yep. He's got probably one slight problem ball, which is situated between the yellow and the black near the side rail. But having said that, he can actually move it from the red ball by in the middle pocket.
Rob's just working out a way as though he can get to that awkward ball there. And he'd already had that set out on his mind which way he's going to go round. And I think he's going to play the red, which is just beneath the middle pocket now, down the rail, the one he's lining up, into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. That's a very, very good shot. Even though he's actually missed the pocket there, John, he's covered the pocket where Ross has got 4 yellow balls.
So the odds now are stacked against Ross.
Yeah, although the white ball is on the side of the table at the moment where Ross would have wished it to be, because it does mean that he can pop the balls into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. And he could actually play the skill shot by potting the yellow into one corner pocket and potting the red, which is over the pocket, which he's tried to do there.
Tried to do that, yeah.
And he's just been unfortunate. He got the yellow, but he didn't make contact with the red. Consequently, he's fallen a little bit out of position.
I think Ross needs to keep his nose in front. If he goes behind, it could be... I
think he's going to put another one of red. Yeah, he's done that. He's put another one of Rob's balls in a more difficult position. Very, very good tactical shot there by Ross.
He's left Rob with one ball to pot, but he doesn't really want to take this ball at this stage in the frame, Gary. He's forced him into it.
It's a good shot there by McKenna. He's going to pot the red now, disturb the other one slightly, which he's done. Now the only tricky ball now is the red beneath the black on the side cushion. So he's got to figure a way how to get to that, and that's what he's doing right now.
He could actually go off the 2 cushions now and disturb it. 1, 2, and back into it. He's played that perfect way.
The red actually does go down into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. So all he's got to do now, I say all he's got to do, John.
Yeah.
This will be a great shot if he gets it. He's just got to screw back past the black ball, so obviously he's not snookered. He remains on his last red ball, which is situated over the right-hand centre pocket. And then he's got to get round to pot the black, and the black is either going to be doubled into the pocket that he's going to try and get this next red into, not this particular one.
Just rolled it through.
But this red,
he's going to attempt the double.
I think he's just going to roll this one in, John, and play the double, which is potting the black into the same pocket that red ball's just dropped into. So if he gets this, he's going to bring the house down.
He's going to play the Barney Rubble.
Here he goes. And he's got it.
Nice shot, Rob.
It looked 50-50 going across the table there, John.
I thought he was just going to catch the knuckle and roll onto the side rail, but he played it perfect weight.
Yeah, I think he just caught the nap there in Rob's favour. The ball dropped, and he pinches the frame.
6-5, Rob McKenna. I think Ross must take this frame now, Gary. Can't afford to go 7-5 down. We want to leave him, Rob, to win one more frame. Nothing's gone. I think Rob McKenna now is going to go yellow. Red, sorry, go red ball. They're all there waiting to be pocketed. He's played it perfect. What you'll see is just roll the red into the corner pocket, trickle the cue ball through.
Rob plays, if you've noticed already, that Rob plays an awful lot of his shots dead weight. He doesn't put hardly any effort into his cue. He's got an excellent cue action. Mind you, he should have. He's sort of a 147 snooker player. He used to play a lot of snooker. In fact, Rob used to be a professional snooker player. He's one of these individuals that have gone from snooker, professional snooker, into playing professional pool. He's got a wonderful cue action, and he doesn't use hardly any effort at all. A lot of the balls just sort of drop into the pockets rather than thumped in. He's got, I think that's due because he's got such a great technique.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to thump the balls in. There was a good example, just rolling the ball in. It also helps to maintain position. If you can roll balls in, you've maintained position. If you feel as though you've got to use an awful lot of side or top,
you're out of position.
You're out of position sometimes, and a lot of his shots.
That's perfect.
That's perfect shot. That's a great example.
Just roll this down. Slight run through with the cue ball. Red into the corner pocket. Followed by the red to the centre.
Excellent shot. He's got the red ball into the left-hand centre pocket, which I think he'll just run through slightly. Just like that. And now he's got the red ball into the bottom right-hand corner pocket. And I think that's where you'll find the black ball going also, John.
Yeah. Nice dead weight off the cushion.
And he's missed it.
Oh. I would have had money on him knocking that one in, Gary.
Yeah, I think he's tried to hold too much with the white there for the black ball, so he was absolutely Peter perfect on the black.
Big frame.
And he didn't get there. He concentrated so much on the position, he took his eye off the pot. And now, let's see what Mr. McInnes can do.
Ross has got to take this advantage. He can't.
That's a great shot by Ross.
Yeah.
He might even play the snooker here. He has done.
Yeah.
He's released. He had 2 yellow balls there. The reason why he's done that is he had 2 yellow balls, which wasn't potable plain ball, what we call plain ball. So he's going to have to move it, which he's done there. And at the same time, he's laid McKenna in a snooker.
Although Ross is an absolutely fantastic, open, attacking player, he can actually do a very good tactical game, Gary.
He's just employed a shot there on Rob, and Rob's Mr. Houdini when it comes out of snooker, so let's see if he can get out of this one. Even the Welsh Wizard is taking his time over this.
He needs to hit this. He can't afford to give Ross one free shot and one visit on this stage of the frame. I think he's just clipped the red.
I think he's done it. That's a great shot.
What a shot. That was an excellent, excellent shot.
As we said before, and we'll probably say again before this match is over, this is the pool at its highest quality. Even though Rob got out of the snooker, he still left Ross a pot. And Ross now has got 4 yellows and the black ball to take the frame. This is the highest pool.
That's what they say, don't try this at home.
Good control with the white ball there from Ross. He's got the yellow ball into the middle pocket, which he's going to take now. He's going to take this one into the same pocket and leave the last yellow into the top right-hand corner pocket. And you'll see the black ball going into the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
You might take this off 2 cushions.
Yeah.
1, 2, and down.
That's right. And now he's got a simple Roberta Flack into the bottom left-hand corner pocket.
And we're all square at 6 each at the Victoria Stadium here in Gibraltar. Everything to play for me now, down to the best of 3.
Yeah, it works out best of 3. It's the first to 8. A fantastic match so far, John.
As we said in the beginning, there's nothing to choose between these 2 great professionals. It really is on the night.
It's all on a toss of a coin, John.
We've played 8 frames. 12 frames, sorry, in 40 minutes.
That must be some sort of record on its own, John.
Yeah. 12 frames of pool, 40 minutes. And if you take the time out, it actually took the referee to rack the balls up as well. That makes the frames even shorter.
Correct.
I don't think they've stopped for take a breath yet.
Just a reminder, this is the first quarter-final of the Professional Pool Players Organisation's European Championship singles here in Gibraltar. And at the moment we have for you Ross McInnes in yellow from Scotland with 6 frames, and Rob McKenna in the white shirt from Wales, also with 6 frames. They've both been world champions at some stage. Ross is the current EU and KPF World Pool Champion, and Rob McKenna is the twice Embassy World Champion. He did actually go for his 3rd title this year, but got beat in the semi-finals, and is here to compete in Gibraltar's European Championships.
Both these players are great assets and great role models for the up-and-coming pool players.
As we've been saying that, Ross has been very busily potting the red balls here, which is going to seem to take the frame with John, I think.
Yeah, he's been going about his business as usual.
He's come a little bit straight on this for perfect choice, so he's going to have to sort of work out what way he's going to go. Hasn't really got an angle to work with.
You've got a kick on the cue ball.
You've got
Massive kick on the cue ball then. As you can see, a kick is when the cue ball strikes the object ball and jumps in the air. Got a massive kick. And that, I'm sure if he didn't take that kick, then that would have been frame to Ross.
Definitely, John.
That's very unfortunate.
The cue ball there has made bad contact with the red.
Yeah.
Although the red has gone in, it's taken all the pace out of the cue ball. The cue ball physically jumped there, Johnny.
Yeah.
Went off the table.
I'm surprised that Rob McKenna hasn't asked for the cue ball to be clean there.
Very true.
There's lots of explanations why the cue ball jumps in the air. There'll be a bit of dust on the cue ball, the nap, a bit of surplus chalk on the ball, anything.
I don't think it's actually been physically explained properly. But it happens far too much, not only in pool but also obviously in snooker. And when you've got to a stage like you have in this particular match at 6-all, you do not need that to happen.
No. Ross was very, very unfortunate there.
Still, he's not out of it. I think he's going to... Look at this shot he's going to try.
Oh.
Very unlucky.
Yeah.
He's going to pop the red into the right-hand centre pocket, disturb the other red and disturb the black ball, so making them all potable in one shot. He'd just run out of pace on the red ball, which was going towards the right-hand centre pocket. If that would have gone, I think the frame would have been Ross's again.
Yep. That was a monster shot, as we call it.
Yeah. Now, Rob.
He's not frightened to attack them balls, is he? 95% of the players would have left that shot alone. I thought he may have just clipped the black ball there on that shot.
Yeah, I had to have a second look at that. I'd like to see that a bit later, because it looked to me he could have hit the black. But there you go.
Yep, I think he just clipped the black first. I'd like to have a look at that later, because that's took big advantage for Rob now.
Well, Rob's got 3 yellow balls and the black ball to pot to take a lead.
I think it's bread and butter, and good night, Vienna.
He's just going to take this yellow ball into the left-hand centre pocket, screw out a little bit, which he's done perfectly, and now he's got a simple black into the top right-hand corner pocket to take the advantage once again.
There's one frame from victory now. Rob McKenna 7, Ross McInnes 6, the first to 8. I think Ross is a bit concerned. He's asking people if he thought they hit the black there. Yeah. Ross is upset now. I think he thought that Rob, when he's gone for the finish, his first spot actually clipped the black ball first.
He looks fired up now, so it could have some fireworks here from Ross.
There's a lot of fuel in that fire.
There'll be a lot of... Here he goes, wallop.
Look at the top spin on the cue ball.
Yellow's gone too, I think. Yep, he's dropped a yellow ball.
One of each. He's got to choose, red or yellow.
No matter what he chooses, they're all on. It's just a question of what colour he feels most comfortable with.
What would you go there, Gary?
Looking at the quick ball, I'd go yellows, John.
Yeah.
I think the set Ross has chosen, I would choose to.
Gone yellow, play the yellow up the rail.
Yeah.
If this ball does go, then I think Ross is going game. What a shot.
Excellent shot there by McInnes.
There's a lot of pressure on Ross. He's only got to chip up once. He's left Rob in, and Rob only needs one more frame, don't forget. Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a fantastic shot by McInnes. Under pressure as well, and I think he may have put himself a little bit under pressure there, John.
Some sexy pool.
Some sexy pool. He's the Rude Hullet of the pool table. All basically Ross has now got to do is drop the yellow ball into the bottom left-hand corner pocket and leave the remaining yellow into the right-hand corner pocket. That one sort of wiped its feet, but it's safely negotiated into the pocket. And now really the easy part is potting the yellow, and we've just got to try and find a home for the black ball.
That's a great shot. Nice finish, 7-all. All to play. Heads or tails, this is?
It's all come down to the last frame. We told you it would, we knew it would, and it has happened.
We called it, Gary.
What a match this is. It's 7 each, the first to 8, 2 world champions going at it head to head, and it's all come down to one frame.
Anybody's race.
Go on then, neck on the line, John, who are you going for?
Ross. I've put my neck on the block.
Stop sitting on the fence and tell me who you're going for.
I'm going for Ross.
They're shaking hands. I think Rob's going to win the break.
Lots of respect between these players.
You're going to see these balls go all over the place.
Rob needs one of these to go. Here we go, he's winding the cue up now.
Just having a quick chat.
And what they're quite saying to each other there, I think there's a bit of joviality going on. He's just hit Ross with the cue, Rob has on the leg. It's all happening now. Fun and games, nice to see. Just working out if they toss for the deciding frame. I think Rob McKenna's going to call. He's called tails.
Very, very tight match
and
this.
It's tails. Actually won the toss. I don't know what all the fuss was about, Rob says. This is going to go smash. Needs one to go.
He's got one too.
Yeah.
He's got a red into the right-hand centre pocket, and all the reds have gone quite nice.
Yeah, he's going to take the red up the rail first. Leave the plant into the centre, and I think...
After that, it looks like it's going to be Coyton's. If this red goes into the top left-hand corner pocket, if indeed that's the way McKenna wants to go, yeah, he's then got the plant into the right-hand centre pocket, and from then it should be plain sailing. So this ball is the most crucial part for a long time for McKenna. He's got it.
Got it. It's looking a bit bleak now for Ross.
Looking cloudy. That's a bit too close for comfort for McKenna, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem, but he wouldn't wanted it there.
No. Big favourite. I can't see him missing from here, Gary.
Because the white ball's landed a bit too close to the red, he's going to have to work out a way, which he's doing right now, of negotiating the red balls. Normally speaking, this would be very, very easy for a player of McKenna's stature. It's just making sure, because it's so, so crucial. 7 each, first to 8.
I don't think he's played that well.
Is the pressure telling, John? I don't think so.
No.
He's going to go drop, drop, drop.
3 ploppers.
Number 1.
Yep. Just a slight screw with the cue ball.
Number 2 red, safely negotiated. This to go through to the semi-finals. There he goes.
There you go. Rob McKenna wins the match, 8 frames to 7.
What a great game, John.
Entertained, to pay to watch that, Gary.
15 frames of professional pool at its best. You have just seen it here on GBC.